Joining in progress of the Ripon Kettle Moraine Lutheran Junior Varsity Boys game. Kettle Moraine Lutheran leading 11. Well, now it's 11-11 tied. Ripon just got a free throw to tie the game up with 10:51 remaining. I'll be working on trying to get the scoreboard camera set up here shortly to help you out and following along what's going on. Score at halftime of the Ripon JV boys versus Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Kettle Moraine Lutheran leading 39-19. Final score of the Ripon JV boys versus Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Kettle Moraine Lutheran 74, Ripon 27. Stick around for the varsity game coming up in just a bit. We've still got 5 minutes left in the JV2 game taking place over on the auxiliary gym floor. Right now, Ripon trailing in that game 49-37, make it 50-37. Friday night, and you know what that means. It's WIAA high school basketball night. Tonight I've got boys high school varsity basketball action on Ripon Sports YouTube as your hometown Ripon Tigers take on the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers in East Central Conference action. I'm Bruce Link in the Waldsworth Printing broadcast booth with your play-by-play of tonight's boys East Central Conference basketball game on Ripon Sports YouTube, live from the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Charger Gymnasium. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is also senior night for the Chargers. I'd like to open tonight by congratulating the Ripon Lady Tigers on their victory over Berlin in Ripon senior night and the last game of the regular season last night at the Tigers Den. Ripon will open the first round of the WIAA Regional Girls Basketball Playoffs at Berlin next week, Tuesday night. I'll have all the play-by-play of the game right here on Ripon Sports YouTube. However, it will be an audio-only broadcast. Tip-off is scheduled for 7 p.m. The Ripon Tigers sit at the bottom of the East Central Conference with a 2-19 overall record and 0-10 in the East Central Conference following a 78-63 loss to Berlin this past Tuesday night. The Tigers have now lost 16 straight games and are looking for that elusive win before the regular season ends next week Thursday. The Tigers are led by senior Riley Brooks, averaging 3.1 points per game. Brooks also leads Ripon in rebounds, averaging 9.1 rebounds per game. Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers lead the East Central Conference in first place with a 9-2 record and 11-11 overall. The Indians are led by junior Garrett Murphy, averaging 16.8 points per game, and seniors Trey Leering, Matt Dissel, and Max Schmidt, averaging 14.4, 12.3, and 10.4 points per game, respectively. Junior Garrett Murphy leads the Indians in rebounds, averaging 7.3 rebounds per game. Chargers are coming off a 68-57 East Central Conference loss to Winneconne this past Tuesday night at Kettle Moraine Lutheran. And from what I understand, if Ripon can knock off Kettle Moraine Lutheran tonight here in Jackson, that would give Winneconne the conference championship. Earlier in the season, Kettle Moraine Lutheran defeated Ripon at the Tigers Den 97-66. Let's take a break as we get ready for the tip-off of tonight's game between the Ripon Tigers and the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers. From the Waldsworth Printing broadcast booth, I'm Bruce Link, and you're tuned to Ripon Sports on YouTube.
Today, we go to Ace, who will find top-notch paint and supplies from people who know their stuff. It's time to get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your painting to-do list into a to-done list.
For great deals on Ace Paint, stop by Ripon Ace Hardware on Highway 23 West in Ripon and Ace Hardware of Watoma on Plaza Drive. Ace is the place.
Ace, the helpful place.
Webster's Marketplace in Ripon is proud to partner with Hometown Broadcasting and support Ripon Tiger Athletics. Thank you for shopping Webster's Marketplace, your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
Looking for a job with the potential to become a career? Walsworth in Ripon is hiring. This family-owned printing company has several positions available on second and third shifts. Walsworth offers excellent benefits, including 401k. Whether you're looking for a full-time job that could be your launching point for a career in the print industry or a part-time job, you'll want to check them out at walsworth.com/careers. That's WALSWORTH.com/careers.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones.
Which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Brad Tegla-Petra, agent at 920-748-5031.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune into WRPN and team up every weekday morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area.
Whatever your building needs are, be sure to contact Schmidt Lumber in Ripon, serving the area for over 20 years with quality products such as insulation, roofing materials, treated lumber, moldings, and windows, doors, and locks. If you have any questions about building materials, Keith from Schmidt Lumber has the answers. Call 920-748-3570, specializing in lumber for every purpose. Buy where the builders buy. That's Schmidt Lumber, 427 East Fond du Lac Street, Ripon.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Diedrich Insurance Agency, with offices in Ripon, Berlin, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh. Check us out at diedrichinsurance.com.
Excellence meets innovation at Ripon Area School District through a commitment to continuous quality improvement. Ripon was awarded $1.9 million in grants to expand support for students and their families with school programming and school-based mental health. Come experience what happens when excellence meets innovation.
Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented Trane dealer, offers service on all manufacturers' brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home comfort needs. From preventative maintenance, installations, Nexia home automation, and indoor air quality checkups. With over 35 years of combined experience, Fusion Heating and Cooling will make sure the job is professionally done and on time. Call Fusion Heating and Cooling, servicing Ripon and the surrounding area at 920-896-0016.
Welcome back to Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School. I'm Bruce Lenk with your play-by-play tonight from the Walsworth Printing broadcast booth on Ripon Sports YouTube. Starting lineup tonight for the Chargers: number 3, a 6-foot senior, Trey Leering; number 11, a 6-foot senior, Matt Thistle; number 12, a 5'11 senior, Josh Anhalt; number 24, a 6'2 junior, Garrett Murphy; number 25, a 6'2 senior, Ethan Sprengel. Chargers are dressed in their white uniforms tonight with green numbering and trim. Kettle Moraine Lutheran is coached by Joshua Lindner. For your hometown Ripon Tigers, number 2, a junior, 5'6", Mason Killam. A 6'6" senior, number 10, Riley Brooks. Number 4, a 6'1" junior, Caden Truchinski. Number 22, a 6'4" junior, Henry Bettine. And number 23, a 6'1" senior, Henry Willett. Ripon is dressed in their black uniforms with white numbers and trim. Ripon coached by Steve Brooks. Ripon dressed in the black uniforms will be moving from left to right on your screen to start the game tonight. Kettle Moraine Lutheran in the white uniforms will be moving from right to left. Scoreboard this season is brought to you by your local American Family Insurance agent, Brad Tagliapietra, located on the square in downtown Ripon. Be sure to support the sponsors that support Ripon Tiger Sports. We have 18 minutes on the clock. The officials are ready. Players are just about ready to get started as soon as Kettle Moraine Lutheran gets on the floor. Riley Brooks at the center court to jump for Ripon, and we'll see who steps up to jump for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. I believe it may be Ethan Sprengel. Let's see who they... Well, Sprengel's out of the game. So I guess I need to see. Matt Thistle is going to do the jumping and see who they brought in instead of Thistle. It looks like Jordan Wagner, a sophomore, going to start for Sprengel. So there must have been a last-minute switch made, because when I went down to get the starters, Sprengel was listed as a starter. So Thistle to jump, and the ball is tipped to Bettine, and we're underway. Gives it to Killam. Killam brings it out to the front for Ripon, over into the right side. Back out to the top, over to Truchinski, into the corner to Bettine. He looks for the three. Now Truchinski from the top puts up a three, nothing but air. That hits the end line, and that'll be a turnover to Kettle Moraine Lutheran to get things started here tonight. 18 seconds ticked away here in the beginning of the game. Chargers with the ball, move it into the forecourt. Now Sprengel's in the game. Unless they got two number 25s, I'm not sure when they got him in the game. But Sprengel in the game now. Anyway, turnover to Ripon, and Riley Brooks brings the ball to the right, brings it down, goes into the free throw line, puts up a jumper, and that's in, and Ripon starts off, and 2-0, Ripon with the lead here, and right away the other way. KML, a fast-moving team. They move the ball up and down the court quickly. They also have fast ball movement. Brooks with the rebound. He'll bring the ball the other way again for Ripon. Pulls up from beyond the arc, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Laring for the Chargers. He brings it up court, hands it off to Thistle. Now they give the ball to Anhalt. Back to Thistle, and he'll put up a three, and that's too long and off the backboard into the hands of Mason Killam. Killam moves the ball over the timeline for the Tigers, brings it out to the top, slows things down a little bit. And Willett now into the corner, Brooks, and he tries to get it out to Truchinski. Willett ended up with it, put up a three from the top of the key. It wouldn't go, and rebounded by the Chargers. They move the ball to the left, and Alt gets the ball out to Leering, and now they hand it off to Sprengel. And with the ball going into the lane was Analt, and he loses the ball, and that turnover goes to the Tigers. Inbound goes to Killam. He'll bring the ball to the right over the timeline, hands it off to Willett on the far side of the court. And Killam, he'll go baseline, puts up a reverse layup and gets it to go for two. Killam didn't have any points at all against Berlin the other night, so good to see him get on the board. And Springle with the ball, gets it to Murphy. And putting up, Laring puts up the shot, no good, and Brooks with the rebound. He'll bring it over the timeline for the Tigers. Tigers lead 4-0. Right under the basket to Truchinski, and he puts it up and in for two. 6-0 on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. Ripon leading here in the early going of the game. Chargers with the ball, move the ball around the perimeter quickly. They get the ball out to Springle. Over to the other side now to Murphy. He puts up a three, no good, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Chargers. So at the baseline to throw the ball in, Analt. He gets it in, and Thistle takes the inbounds and puts it right up off the glass and in for two. 2-6. Ripon leading by 4, and Killam brings the ball up. Killam at the top, gets the ball to Brooks. Back to Killam, back over to Brooks on the left side. He gets it at the top of the key to Bettine and to Killam. Killam puts another shot up right under the basket, a underhand shot, and lays that in. So 4 points for Killam, and Ripon up 8-2 here in the early going. And putting up a three-pointer for the Chargers. Analt, it doesn't go, and coming away with it, Willett. They move the ball the other way. Brooks pulls up from the top. No good. Trying the three-pointer. 8-2, Ripon leading. And Murphy puts up a three. No good. Chargers can't get anything to go here, and Willett comes away with the rebound. They move the ball down court quickly. And Brooks puts up a three from the near side, and that's good. He's got 5 points tonight. Ripon up 11-2 on the Chargers. So hand the ball off to Murphy. Over to the near side, now it's Analt. He goes into the paint, and drawing the foul is going to be Truchinski. So Truchinski pulls the first foul for Ripon. That's the first team foul on Ripon, and the first team foul on Truchinski. At the line is Analt. He'll be shooting 2. Sets for the first, that's on the way, and good. Not a bad crowd here for Ripon tonight, as Kettle Moraine Lutheran, quite a drive for the Ripon fans. But good to see a good crowd here. Analt puts up his second shot, and that's good as well. So that brings our score 11-4. Ripon leading by 7 on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. Killam takes the inbound pass, brings the ball up court for Ripon. Into the near corner to Sina, who's in the ball game now for Truchinski. And get the ball to Brooks. Brooks to Willett. Willett tries to get it to Bettine, and we got a ping pong effect going on down there as nobody could get the handle on the ball, but finally the Chargers find it, bring the ball up court, and they get it over into the far corner. Out to Springle. He'll put a three-pointer up from the top of the key, and that's good. And we've got an 11-7 ball game all of a sudden, as Chargers within 4 of the Tigers. Brooks, he'll bring the ball past the timeline. Brings the ball around to the right side. Looks like he wants to throw it up, and it goes to go out of bounds, and Sina gets the ball on the save pass, and he'll put it up and in for 2. Right under the basket, and bringing the ball up court, Max Schmidt for the Chargers. 13-10 or 7, Ripon leading by 6. Murphy goes right to the hoop, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, kicks the ball out to Thistle, back to Murphy. He'll try it again, goes up off the glass, and this time he gets it to go. 13-9, Ripon leading by 4. 12:16 remaining here in the first half. Willett with the ball and stripped away as he tried to pass it, and they move it ahead to Leering, and he takes it right to the cylinder and gets it to go for 2. So we've got a 2-point game now as the Chargers come to within 2 on Ripon. Riley Brooks puts up a shot, no good. We've got a charging foul on Ripon. I think that's going to go against Adam Sina. So 11:55 remaining in the first half. Ripon leading by 2 points. 13-11 as the Chargers have come back. They have the ball, and they'll be moving the ball to the left. And right away, quickly around the perimeter, and Thistle with the ball. He gets the ball to Schmidt. Over into the corner now to Thistle on the near side. Thistle across court to Murphy. Murphy hands it off to Thistle. He puts up a jump shot from the free throw line. No good. Rebound by Sina for the Tigers. And he gives it to Brooks, past the timeline, and over to Willett in the corner. He tries to go baseline, kicks the ball out to Killam. Killam with the ball and has it knocked out of his hands, stripped away, and Chargers with the ball. They get it down court to Murphy, and he puts it up and in right under the basket. 11:02 remaining, 13-13 our score on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. Brooks with the ball. He tries to throw it right under the basket to Bettine. Mason Killam comes away with it. Now they get it to Willett. Willett from the free throw line, and he's got nothing but air and right into the hands of Schmidt. Schmidt brings it all the way up court. Over to the other side now to Wagner, and Thistle with the ball. Thistle throws it to the other side. That goes over to Schmidt, and going up with the ball and laying it in is Jordan Wagner. 15-13. Suddenly the Chargers are in the lead. And Ripon with the ball. We've got a traveling call on Ripon. So turnovers mounting up for Ripon as the Chargers have come back to take the lead. Ripon started off with a nice lead here, but Chargers have kind of stymied Ripon, or they stymied themselves really on silly turnovers. So Chargers with the ball. Three-pointer put up by Murphy, and he gets that to go. 10:02 remaining, and Chargers have put up a 18-13 lead on Ripon. Get the ball to Bettine. Bettine throws it over to the far corner. Truchinski now to Sina. Sina kicks it out to Willett. Willett puts it up and off the glass right under the basket for 2. So a shot put up by Kettle Moraine Lutheran. It was on the floor. Foul going to be called on number 3. That's going to go against Sina. That's his second foul and third team foul for Ripon. Chargers inbound the ball. They get it to the top to Thistle. Now out to Wagner. Wagner hands it off to Thistle. He brings it baseline. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Truchinski for the Tigers. And he gets it to Killam. Killam will bring it the other way and over the timeline. Bettine. He'll hand it off to Brooks. Brooks brings it right side. Pulls up for a jumper, and that's good for 3. So Brooks ties things up here at 18 apiece. 9:10 remaining here in the first half. And with the ball, Schmidt, he gets it to Thistle. They hand it off to Murphy. Murphy put it up, and he couldn't get it, but Thistle got the rebound. Thistle got the rebound, and he put it back up and in for 2, and Coach Brooks not happy. He's taking a timeout. We'll take it with him and be back right after this message.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry.
Since 1896, Horicon Bank has been committed to providing excellent customer service. Horicon Bank is proud to support local business, community, and individual financial growth. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC.
Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
Welcome back to Charger Gymnasium. Coming out of the timeout, Kettle Moraine Lutheran leading 20-18. Excuse me. Coach Brooks having words with the officials as we get ready to get started here. Coming out of the timeout, we got 8:57 remaining. Chargers lead 20-18 over Ripon. Inbound goes to Killam. He'll bring the ball to the right over the timeline, hands it off to Willett. Willett out to the top of the key. He hands it off to Truchinski over in the corner on the far side to Killam. Now Bettine with the ball out to Truchinski at the top. He was looking at Brooks, but couldn't get it to him. Bettine brings it to the free throw line, puts it up, and that goes around the cylinder and up back out again. And quickly down court, here are the Chargers. They move the ball around the perimeter, and they get the ball out to Tomlin. Tomlin out to the top. He passes it over to Leering. Hand it off now to Schmidt, and we've got a traveling call on the Chargers. So it'll be Ripon ball in the backcourt. Bettine to inbound the ball. Killam brings the ball up court, gives it to Willett in the corner, out to Bettine. Brooks now back to Willett in the corner. He goes baseline, across the baseline to Killam, out to Truchinski, and he couldn't get it to go. It looked almost like it was going to roll in, but it didn't. And into the corner, and we've got a foul called on Bettine. So Henry Bettine with the foul. That's on the floor, so no shooting foul, and as the inbound goes to Leering. Leering puts up a three, no good. Murphy with the rebound, pulls the ball out past the perimeter and gets the ball over to Schmidt. Now they get it over to Murphy and back across the court. Ball goes over to Wagner, and he puts up a three. He's got 5 points as Kettle Moraine Lutheran takes a 23-18 lead over the Tigers on your American Family Insurance scoreboard. We have 7:21 remaining here in the first half. Killam with the ball, and out to the top to Willett. He'll come over to the right side of the lane, kicks it out to Bettine, and now hands it off to Truchinski. Over in the far corner, it's Willett. He puts up a three, and that's good. 5 points for Willett. That'll make it 23-21. Ripon to within two, and a three-pointer put up. That was in and out, literally in and out, rolled back out, no good by Max Schmidt, and Brooks puts up a shot from downtown Jackson and gets that to go for three. He's got 11 tonight as Ripon goes up by one, 24-23. So with the ball, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, Tomlin passes the ball over to Leering, or excuse me, that was Schmidt, and Leering with it, he puts up a shot, gets his own rebound. We're going to have a foul called on Truchinski, and that'll be his second foul. So Sina, along with John Menchow, up off the bench for the Tigers. They enter the game. And the ball inbounded by Kettle Moraine Lutheran to Thistle. He gets the ball out to Netzel. And back out to Leering. Thistle goes to the left side of the lane, and he puts it up and in for two. Gives him 6 points on the night and puts Kettle Moraine Lutheran up by one, 25-24. And we've got a foul. Mason Killam going to go to the line to shoot two. Trey Laring with the foul. That's his first. Team first for Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and a shot, free throw shot put up by Killam, and that's good. So he'll get ready for his second. We're tied up at 25, 6:02 remaining, and Killam puts Ripon up by one, 26-25, as Willett re-enters the game for Ripon, and Killam will have a seat. 26-25, Ripon leading by one on your American Family Insurance scoreboard. Kettle Moraine Lutheran with the ball. They get it over to Thistle on this side. Now into the corner. It's a Springle. Springle goes baseline, kicks it underneath, and batted around. Thistle comes away with it. He gets it over to the other side to Murphy, and Murphy almost lost it. Picking up the ball was Netzel, and he loses it out of bounds into the Ripon bench. So a turnover. Their fourth of the night for the Chargers, and Bettine inbounds the ball to Sina. 5:35 remaining, 25-26, Ripon up by one. Sina with the ball, they double team him, he almost loses it, gets it back. Now to Brooks, and out at the top it's Menchow, he gets it out to Willett. Willett puts up a long three, and that's good. So 8 points up for Willett as that puts Ripon up by four now. And going right to the basket with the ball is Laring, and he lays it up and in for two. 29-27 on the American Family Insurance scoreboard as Ripon leads by two. Brooks with the ball. He threw the ball over to Bettine. Bettine traveled with the ball. He slipped, got off balance as he tried to come to a stop so he could make a jump shot, and he slipped. And Killam will enter the game now for Sina as Kettle Moraine Lutheran has the ball in the backcourt. Nobody to inbound the ball to, and finally coming up to get it was Netzel. He gives it back to Laring, and Laring brings the ball up court. Over to Thistle. Thistle kicks the ball out to Murphy, and over to Laring. Laring back out to Thistle at the top. Over to Springle. Now Murphy back to Springle, and into the corner now to Thistle. Thistle, he'll bring it in, and right at the top of the key, it'll be Laring with a three-pointer, and he gets it to go, gives him 7 points, and that's going to put the Chargers up 30-29 with 4:23 remaining in the first half. Bettine with the ball for Ripon, gets it over to Willett, and Willett out to the top of the key. Menchow back out to Willett at the top, over to Killam. Killam's going to pull up, put up a three, not there, but Brooks with the rebound and the putback, 4-2. That gives Brooks 13 on the night. Ripon up by one, 31-30 on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. Thistle with the ball, gives it to Murphy. Murphy out to the top to Thistle. He goes into the paint, puts it up, no good. Willett pulls the rebound down, and we've got a foul called on Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and that's going to go against Laring. That'll be his second. And right away, up off the bench is Max Schmidt. He comes in for Laring. So Ripon to inbound the ball in the backcourt. Willett inbounds to Bettine. And Killam comes up and gives him the ball to bring over the timeline. Gets the ball to Bettine, hands it off to Brooks. Brooks brings it over to the right. He goes in, puts up a shot, and he gets that to go as he hits the floor. So 2 more points for Brooks, and with 3:29 remaining in the first half, Ripon leading 33-30. I'm Bruce Link with your play-by-play, and you're tuned to Ripon Sports on YouTube.
Breakfast is served all day, every day except Wednesday by the kindest, most attentive staff. Come in and be greeted with a big smile and a beverage of your choice. The new Red Roof Cafe has all your home-style favorites to please the entire group. Your freshly prepared food will be out shortly after your order. Red Roof Cafe and Breakfast, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Open Thursday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Next door to U.S. Bank.
Coming out of the timeout, Ripon leading Kettle Moraine Lutheran here, 33-30 in the first period. First half of play, Ripon doing a good job Thought for a moment there maybe Kettle Moraine Lutheran was going to start to run away with it once they got ahead, but Ripon came back. They're finding their shots. So Kettle Moraine Lutheran inbounds the ball. 3:23 remaining here in the first half. They get the ball in and kick the ball back out around the perimeter. Now to Springle. Springle gets it out to Murphy. He'll put up a long three-pointer off the rim and rebounded by Schmidt. They kick the ball out. Another long three-pointer, and coming away with it is Murphy. Ripon can't get the rebound. Springle now on the near side to Thistle. Bounce pass to Schmidt as he goes down the left side of the lane, and he lays it up and in for two and puts Kettle Moraine now to within two. And Ripon moves the ball down court. Willett with the ball in the corner, kicks it out to Menchow. He hands it off to Willett, and Willett goes to the baseline, pulls up for a jump shot, no good. And now we're going to have a foul called on Willett. He was going for the ball and ran right into Thistle. So Willett with the foul, that'll be his first. And that'll be the 16th foul on Ripon. So next foul will put a shooter at the line, shooting a bonus for the Chargers. So Truchinski comes back into the game for Menchow. 33-32, Ripon with the lead by one. Kettle Moraine Lutheran with the ball, and with the ball putting it up right under the basket. Max Schmidt, he stopped, waited for the defender to go by him, and laid it up. So Brooks with the ball in the forecourt, gets it to Willett. Willett goes down the right side of the lane, knocked away, and Willett fighting for the ball, and it's still loose, and they're scrambling for it. And we're going to have a jump ball called possession arrow, going to favor Kettle Moraine Lutheran. So coming into the game for the Chargers, Jordan Wagner as Springle comes out. And bringing the ball forward is Josh Analt. He'll hand the ball off to Murphy. Throws it out to Schmidt. And now they give it to Analt. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt looks and thought he had a travel there, but coming away with the ball on the steal is Ripon. And they get the ball down court to Riley Brooks, and he puts the exclamation point on it with a stuff. 1:31 remaining, Ripon with the lead. 35-31 on your American Family Insurance scoreboard. Thistle with the ball. He kicks it out to Schmidt. Schmidt now gets it to Springle, and he's called for traveling. He has too many feet. So Ripon's ball in the backcourt. He'll have the ball out of bounds right in front of the Ripon bench. So Bettine inbounds the ball to kill him. 1:20 remaining. 35-34, Ripon with a 1-point lead. Willett with the ball, gets it to Truchinski. Over to Bettine, and now to Brooks in the corner. He comes across the baseline, stops, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Kettle Moraine Lutheran. And they get the ball to Schmidt, and we're going to have a traveling call on Schmidt. So Schmidt with his first foul, he creates a turnover on the charging foul. 1:02 remaining, and Ripon with a 35-34 lead on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. Killam takes the inbound pass, brings it up court over the timeline, and now gets it to Bettine. Bettine brings it to the free throw line, hands it off to Willett. Willett over in the far corner to Truchinski. Bounce pass to Brooks. Turnaround jump shot, and he gets that to go for two. 19 points for Brooks. And with the ball is Schmidt. He looked like he wanted to shoot a long three-pointer. They hand it off to Wagner, and Wagner gets it to Thistle. Thistle over in the far corner now to Schmidt. And out to the top, it's Thistle. He'll get it back to Schmidt. He puts up a long three-pointer, and Schmidt fell to the ground. Brooks with the ball, shooting from the free throw line, no good. Schmidt gets the rebound, brings the ball back the other way, and tries to put it up, loses the ball, and with the rebound was number 23, Wagner. He got it to go back up and in for two, giving him 7 points on the night. So at halftime, Ripon leading by one, 37-36. I'm going to add up the scores. We'll take a break to hear from some more of our sponsors in the meantime, and I'll be back with the first half scoring right after these messages from our sponsors.
Quiet and smooth is the way your garage door should sound. Friendly service, competitive pricing. Modern Overhead Door does a tremendous job with quality installation of new garage doors and providing professional service after the sale. Selling residential and commercial CHI overhead doors. Modern Overhead Door. Family owned and operated in Ripon. Call 748-5000.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
With a full line of insurance products exclusively designed for Wisconsin, call Victor at Victor Magnus Agency. With Rural Mutual Insurance, Victor will help get your personal, business, farm, and life insurance needs in order. For a free quote, visit victormagnus.com. That's Victor, MAGNUS.com.
MPB Builders in Ripon, national award winners in building construction, is now hiring. MPB Builders is currently seeking employees for general labor, mechanics, material estimators, draftsmen, and clerical work. If you're a subcontractor for metal roofing or post frame construction, MPB has immediate work available. MPB Builders offers competitive wages and full benefits, part-time positions available for college students and semi-retired individuals. For more about what MPB has to offer, check out their website at mpbbuilders.com.
Brewer Heating and Cooling, your Rheem VIP top contractor. Ask about our Rheem VIP maintenance agreements. You'll get tune-ups twice a year on your heating and air conditioning equipment. For repairs on all equipment, for 24-hour service and VIP treatment, call Brewer Heating and Cooling at 920-748-6494. Brewer Heating and Cooling, your Rheem VIP top contractor. Aroma's Bar and Grill isn't just the place to get authentic Mexican cuisine anymore. They have expanded their menu to include Friday Fish Fry, Legend Larry's Chicken Wings, steaks, burgers, a full bar, and much more. Experience authentic Mexican cuisine and the expanded menu items at Aroma's Bar and Grill. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23, open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
The bakery at Webster's Marketplace always has fresh treats for you to enjoy. Our signature sweet rolls and donuts are hand-cut daily in-store, fresh, each morning by our bakery team. Our custom cakes are also baked and decorated right here, always fresh for your special celebrations. And the breads and dinner rolls are made by our bakers just in time for dinner tonight. Stop by our bakery today inside of Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
Welcome back to Charger Gymnasium as the cheerleading stunt team performing here at halftime this evening for the crowd. So music's a little bit loud, so I'm hoping you can hear me over the top of it. Let's take a look at the scoring. First for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. 7 points tonight for Trey Laring along with Garrett Murphy. 6 points for Matt Thistle. And then we've got 7 points also for Jordan Wagner. 4 points for Max Schmidt. 7 points for Garrett Murphy. I guess I already said that since him and Trey Luring have the same. Ethan Sprengel with 3 and Josh Analt with 2, giving Kettle Moraine Lutheran 36 at halftime. For your hometown Ripon Tigers, it's 19 points put up tonight by Riley Brooks out of the 37 that Ripon has scored to give them the 1 point halftime lead. 8 points for Henry Willett, 6 points for Mason Killam, and then 2 points apiece by Jaden Trochinsky and Adam Sina. So that's the scoring for Ripon here tonight as they're staying right with Kettle Moraine Lutheran so far tonight, trying to hand them a loss. And if Kettle Moraine Lutheran loses to Ripon tonight. From what I understand, that's going to give Winneconne the conference championship for the boys. So Ripon looking to give Kettle Moraine Lutheran their second upset of the week, if that should happen. Let's take a time out to hear from some more of our sponsors, and we'll be back for the start of the second half. After this, you're tuned to Ripon Sports on YouTube. I'm Bruce Link with your play-by-play tonight from the Walsworth broadcast booth.
At American Family Insurance, we're here to protect your dream home. And with equipment breakdown coverage, we'll also protect the things that keep your dream home running. So if you experience a sudden mechanical or electrical breakdown in your home, you're covered. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Contact Brad Tegla-Petra, agent at 920-748-5031.
Refer to policy for equipment breakdown covered losses, deductible limitations, and exclusions. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune into WRPN and team up every weekday morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area.
Whatever your building needs are, be sure to contact Schmidt Lumber in Ripon, serving the area for over 20 years with quality products such as insulation, roofing materials, treated lumber, moldings, and windows, doors, and locks. If you have any questions about building materials, Keith from Schmidt Lumber has the answers. Call 920-748-3570, specializing in lumber for every purpose. Buy where the builders buy. That's Schmidt Lumber, 427 East Fond du Lac Street, Ripon.
Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational opportunities to all students. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere, supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and are striving for excellence. Come experience what happens when excellence meets innovation.
Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented Trane dealer, offers service on all manufacturers' brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home comfort needs. From preventative maintenance, installations, Nexia home automation, and indoor air quality checkups, with over 35 years of combined experience, Fusion Heating and Cooling will make sure the job is professionally done and on time. Call Fusion Heating and Cooling, servicing Ripon and the surrounding area at 920-896-0016.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry.
Since 1896, Horicon Bank has been committed to providing excellent customer service, building a solid reputation as a mortgage lending leader, offering lending choices to fit your needs. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS ID 434805.
Breakfast is served all day, every day except Wednesday, along with our extensive lunch menu, salads and sandwiches, burgers and stir fry. The new Red Roof Cafe has all the home-style favorites to please your entire group, served by the kindest, most attentive staff. Come by and taste it yourself. Red Roof Cafe and Breakfast, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Open Thursday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Next door to U.S. Bank.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
With a full line of insurance products exclusively designed for Wisconsin, call Victor at Victor Magnus Agency. With Rural Mutual Insurance, Victor will help get your personal, business, farm, and life insurance needs in order. For a free quote, visit victormagnus.com. That's Victor, MAGNUS.com.
Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear Tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
MPB Builders in Ripon, national award winners in building construction, is now hiring. MPB Builders is currently seeking employees for general labor, mechanics, material estimators, draftsmen, and clerical work. If you're a subcontractor for metal roofing or post frame construction, MPB has immediate work available. MPB Builders offers competitive wages and full benefits, part-time positions available for college students and semi-retired individuals. For more about what MPB has to offer, check out their website at mpbbuilders.com.
Welcome back to Chargers Gymnasium. We're getting ready to get things started, and Ripon will start with the ball to get things started here in the second half. Ripon with the lead, 37-36. Ripon in the black jerseys will now be moving from right to left on your screen. The white jerseys, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, will be moving from left to right. So inbound goes to Killam, and we're underway here in the second half. Brooks hands it right back to Killam, over in the corner to Willett. Willett out to the top to Killam. He looks, would like to do the three, over to Willett now. He brings it out to the top, into the corner, tries to get it to Killam, but it goes through his hands and out of bounds. So Ripon starts with a turnover here in the second half. Ripon had 5 turnovers in the first half. Kettle Moraine Lutheran had 6. So Kettle Moraine Lutheran with the ball in the forecourt. They give the ball to Springle. Now Leering over to the near side. It's Analt. And finally coming away with it, Murphy, Thistle, and doing a weave here and moving the ball very quickly around, trying to find an opening for a shot. And Thistle finds a lane and goes right down the right side and puts it up and in for 2. Gives him 8 points on the night. 38-37, Kettle Moraine Lutheran with the lead as Killam brings the ball forward over the timeline, and the Bettine right under the basket. It goes to Brooks, and he turns around and puts it up and in. 21 points for Riley Brooks as Ripon now with the lead, 39-38, and Kettle Moraine Lutheran tried to go into the paint and kick the ball back out. They're moving the ball around quickly and give it to Springle. He lost it and kicks it out to Leering. Leering puts up a 3, and that's good. That's his second 3 of the night. Gives him 10 points as Kettle Moraine Lutheran now with a 2-point lead, 41-39, with 16:22 remaining in tonight's game. So Willett with the ball in the forecourt for the Tigers. Gets it over here to the near side, Kraczynski. Brooks, turnaround jumper. Too much air there, and coming away with it was Willett. He gets it to Bettine, and Bettine drains it from 3-point range. 42-41, Ripon back up by 1. And Chargers with the ball. Give it to Analt, back out to Thistle. Leering into the near corner, that's Springle, and he gets it out to Murphy. Murphy goes right side of the line, puts it up, and coming away with it was Willett on the rebound. He hands it to Bettine. Bettine brings it forward, gets it to Brooks. Brooks, turn around, waits for everybody else to go in the air, and he comes down. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on Murphy. So Murphy with his first foul of the night, and that'll be the first team foul for the Chargers. Brooks at the line, getting ready to shoot his first of 2. Increase the Ripon lead, and he does as he makes the first shot. 43-41, Ripon up by 2 on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. 15:36 remaining in tonight's game. Brooks' second shot is up and off the front of the rim, but rolls over and into the bucket. 44-31, Ripon up by 3. And Kettle Moraine Lutheran with the ball. Thistle with the ball in the near corner. He'll come in, jump shot in the paint, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Springle. He'll put it back up, no good. And Willett comes down. He went high to get that one. Pardon me, I had quite a sneeze that I didn't want to go on air, so thanks for bearing with me there. Willett put up a shot, no good. And now Kettle Moraine Lutheran brings the ball the other way. Thistle over to Leering. Now they get the ball to Springle. Springle on the near or far side to Analt. Back out to Leering. Leering puts up a 3, no good. Springle with the rebound. He kicks it out to Thistle. Thistle finds a lane and knocked away. And I'm not sure how they called that off Ripon. It never touched a Ripon player. It went off the hands of Thistle as he tried to drive the lane, but they're giving the ball to Kettle Moraine Lutheran. 14:47 remaining. Inbound goes to Murphy. He goes baseline, kicks the ball out to Laring. Laring brings it down the left side of the lane and kicks the ball back out. And Murphy again, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Murphy. He pushed off with his arm against Riley Brooks, so that's going to be Murphy's second foul, and that'll be his second foul in the half as well. Second team foul for the Chargers. Willett with the ball, puts up a shot from just inside the free throw line, and with the rebound, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and with it is Springle. He almost lost it, got it to Null. Now back to Springle, and out to the top, it's Luring. He puts up a three, and that one's nothing but net. That'll be his third three-pointer of the night, as that's going to give him 13 points. Makes it a 44-44 score. Willett with the ball, gets it to Brooks. Brooks out to Killam. Killam for three, no good. And Springle comes down with the rebound. He'll throw it down over the timeline to Leering. Leering back to Springle at the top. Springle hands the ball off to Thistle. And over to the near side, it's Anult. Back across court, Trey Leering, and puts up a three, and that's good. So 47-44, the Chargers take the lead with 13:25 remaining in the game. Brooks will bring the ball the other way. And he pulls up for a three, and that's off the back of the rim. Thistle with the rebound. 13-14 remaining, and a three. Trey Leering again. That's four here in the second half alone to make it a 50-44 game. Willett put up the ball, and now coming the other way with it is Anult. Over the timeline. Springle telling them to slow things down and brings it out to the top. Hands it off to Murphy. Murphy over to Thistle. Thistle across court now to Murphy. He'll bring it out. Thistle quickly to Trey Leering, and he's going to go into the lane. We're going to have a 3-second violation. No, it's going to be a foul against Mason Killam. That's his first team foul for Ripon. Sina quickly off the bench for Ripon. He comes in for Killam. As Leering will inbound the ball at the baseline for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. He gets it to Thistle, and he puts up the jump shot, puts it off the glass, and in for two. 52-48. Ripon on a dry spell here. Truchinski gets it over to Willett. Willett puts up a three, and that's good. We've got a timeout. We'll take it with them to hear from some more of our sponsors. You're tuned to Ripon Sports on YouTube.
Brewer Heating and Cooling, your Rheem VIP top contractor. Ask about our Rheem VIP maintenance agreements. You'll get tune-ups twice a year on your heating and air conditioning equipment. For repairs on all equipment, for 24-hour service and VIP treatment, call Brewer Heating and Cooling at 920-748-6494. Brewer Heating and Cooling, your Rheem VIP top contractor. Aroma's Bar and Grill isn't just the place to get authentic Mexican cuisine anymore. They have expanded their menu to include Friday Fish Fry, Legend Larry's Chicken Wings, steaks, burgers, a full bar, and much more. Experience authentic Mexican cuisine and the expanded menu items at Aroma's Bar and Grill. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23, open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Back here at Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School. 12:23 remaining in tonight's game. Ripon trailing the Chargers 52-47 here in the second half. In the game now, Max Schmidt for the Chargers. He inbounds the ball to Leering. Now to Schmidt in the forecourt. And trying to bounce pass to Thistle. And coming away with it is Willett for Ripon. He throws the ball up court to Sina. Over to the near side, it goes to Bettine. Bettine Back out to Willett, over to Sina on the far side. Sina brings it out to the top, goes into the lane and throws it out to Bettine. Bettine now into the lane, turns around and knocked away by Schmidt. He'll take it all the way down court, puts it up, no good. And we've got a foul on Ripon. That's going to go against Truchinski, I believe. Yeah, and that's going to be Jaden's third foul. And Schmidt at the line to shoot two. He puts up the first one. That's no good for Schmidt. So coming out of the game, Sprengel going in, Wagner. Thistle comes out of the game, and going in for him was Sam Tomlin. Second shot by Schmidt was good. That makes it a 53-47 game as the Chargers take a 6-point lead. Pressure in the backcourt. They get the ball to Willett. Over to Sina. He'll bring it over the timeline. Back over to Willett in the forecourt. Bettine in the corner. Back out to Willett. Willett across to Truchinski. Over to Sina on the far side. Sina back out Bettine at the top. He looked at the three. Now throws it over to Sina. And Sina comes up to the baseline. Backs back out. Truchinski. He'll put up a three. And that's off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Laring. And quickly down court. And that's going to be Murphy. Tried to put it up, and we're going to have a foul called on Bettine for the Tigers. His second foul. And that's going to put at the line. That'll put Murphy at the line. He'll be shooting two, and first shot by Murphy on the way, and that's no good. Mason Killam into the game now for Truchinski. Truchinski with 3 fouls. So Murphy sets for his second shot. That one's good. And didn't think it was going to go in, but it did at the last moment. That makes our score 54-47. Ripon now trailing by 7 with 11:05 remaining here in tonight's game. And Willett with the ball. And he tried to get it to Sina, and Sina has it go right through his hands and into the Ripon bench. So a Ripon turnover going to result in the Chargers having the ball. So inbound by Schmidt, gives it to Laring. He'll bring it over the timeline for the Chargers. Over to the far side. And now they kick it out to Wagner. Wagner gets the ball back to Laring. He gets it to Murphy, and we've got an offensive foul called on the Chargers, and that's going to go against 23, Jordan Wagner. That'll be his first foul. Third team foul for the Chargers. Brooks throws the ball up past the timeline to Killam for the Tigers. 54-47 with 10:32 remaining. Brooks pulls up for a long three, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Laring. Laring quickly down court with the ball, gets it to Murphy, and he puts a little underhanded layup up, and that's going to be good for 2. Makes it 56-47. Ripon now trailing by 9. Willett with the ball at the top, gets it to Menchow. Menchow out to Killam. Killam gets it over to Sina. Sina looked, but he took 2 steps before he dribbled his ball, and so a turnover by Ripon gives the ball back to the Chargers. 56-47. Chargers leading by 9 with 10:04 remaining in tonight's contest. Thistle takes the inbounds. He's in the forecourt. Gets the ball over to Tomlin, and he looks for somewhere to go with it. Gets the ball to Murphy. Murphy across court now to Thistle. Thistle into the corner, and now brings it out to Trey Laring. Laring kicks the ball out to Thistle. He goes left side of the lane. Out to Wagner. Wagner over to the other side at the baseline. Throws the ball out to Laring. And now they get it to Thistle on the right side. Moving the ball around quickly is the Chargers. It's something they do. They're known for this. And looking for that Charger, or trying to force Ripon into a foul. And putting the ball up was Laring. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Murphy. He tried the shot but couldn't get it to go. But he'll go to the line to shoot 2. foul called on Willett, and that's going to be his second. Fourth team foul for Ripon, as Murphy at the line shooting 2, and the first one's up and good. And Kraczynski and Bettine go into the game for the Tigers, as Sina and Willett will have a seat. 9:19 remaining, 57-47, Ripon trailing by 10. Make it 11, 58-47, as Murphy made his second shot. So Ripon getting behind here quickly, and Coach Brooks wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back after these messages from Ace Hardware.
Neighbors, today we stop wasting our weekend standing in line for paint. For today, we go to Ace, who will find top-notch paint and supplies from people who know their stuff. It's time to get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your painting to-do list into a to-done list.
For great deals on Ace Paint, stop by Ripon Ace Hardware on Highway 23 West in Ripon and Ace Hardware of Watoma on Plaza Drive. Ace is the place.
Ace, the helpful place.
Welcome back to Charger Gymnasium. Chargers have the ball, or excuse me, Ripon has the ball on the far side of the court. Killam to inbound for Ripon. 9:12 remaining, 58-47, Ripon trailing by 11. Killam with the ball. Now they bring it out to the top. It's Bettine. Bettine dribbles it, now gets it to Brooks. And Brooks being double teamed over there, knocked out of his hand. He throws it across court to Bettine. Now to Killam. He puts up a 3 off the rim, no good. And Murphy comes away with it for the Chargers. He'll quickly bring it down court. Kicks the ball out to Wagner. At the top, Trey Laring. Laring gives it back to Wagner. Wagner throws it out, and now they give it to Laring. Laring will put up a 3, no good. And Brooks comes away with the rebound for Ripon. Brings it up past the timeline, puts up a shot from the free throw line. That's no good. And with the rebound is Wagner. And we've got a foul. Excuse me, no foul. It's an official timeout as Thistle looks like he shook up. So it looks like they're going to bring Max Schmidt into the game for Thistle. He'll have a seat. And Willett will return to the game as Menschel will sit down for Ripon. 8.5 minutes remaining in tonight's game. 58-47, Ripon trailing by 11. Chargers with the ball, and they give the ball to Schmidt. Over to the far side to Tomlin. Tomlin kicks it out to Murphy. Back out to Tomlin. Tomlin puts up a long 3, and that's good. His first points of the night. That extends the Charger lead to 61-47. Ripon down by 14 now. And a long shot put up by Willett. No good. Schmidt with the rebound brings it the other way. Gives it to Murphy. Murphy into the lane, kicks the ball back out. And Schmidt, he brings it up, puts up a layup, no good. And with the rebound, Murphy, and he puts it back for 2. 63-47. So we've got a 16-point game now. Brooks with the ball, gets it over to Willett. Willett goes baseline, kicks the ball out, and it's going to end up going out of bounds here right in front of the scorer's table. So it'll be Charger ball. So Thistle returns to the game, and Laring will inbound the ball to Anault. Anault brings it up, gets the ball over to Schmidt. And now Murphy, and he put up a 3-pointer, and that's going to be good. "17 points for Murphy tonight. Ripon with the ball, 66-47, trailing by 19. And we've got a foul called as Kraczynski tried to go up with it. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul being called on Trey Laring. That'll be his 3rd. And Kraczynski at the line to shoot 2 for the Tigers. First shot's up and good for Jaden. 7:04 remaining, 66-48. Ripon trailing. Jaden Truchinski with the second free throw. That's good. Makes it 66-49 as Ripon trails by 17 on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. Murphy with the ball in the forecourt. Gets it over to Laring. Now it's annulled. He hands it off to Thistle. Thistle on the far side of the court with the ball. And they move it out to Laring at the top. He gets it to Schmidt. Schmidt turns around. Now hands it off to Murphy. Schmidt puts up a three, and Riley Brooks with the rebound. Quickly down court. Kicks it out to Killam. Now to Truchinski. Into the corner now. It's Bettine. He'll go into the lane with it slapped away, and it's going to be a foul called on Murphy. So Murphy with his third foul of the night. And that's going to be the 15th foul for Chargers. Inbound goes to Brooks. Brooks in the near corner, turns around, puts up a shot off the glass and in for two. Gives him 25 points tonight, 66-51. Ripon back to within 15. And Schmidt with the ball, tries to bounce pass it over to Thistle, and I'm not sure what happened to Thistle over there. It looked like he may have slipped, and the ball flies out of bounds. So Ripon ball in the backcourt. And a little bit of pressure being put on by the Chargers. Killam brings it up court. He brings it up, throws it to Willett on the far side. He brings it out, and now Brooks in the far corner. He puts up a jump shot, no good, and right into the hands of Murphy. Murphy brings it forward, out to the top of the key. Gets it out to Anult, over to Thistle. Thistle at the top, and he gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt standing with the ball. Bounce pass to Murphy. Murphy puts it up and underhand and gets it to go for another two. 68-51. Ripon back down by 17. Killam gets the ball to Bettine. Bettine works it over into the far corner. Tries to come around, and jump shot now by Bettine. No good, and Schmidt pulls it down. He'll go the other way, and Thistle is hurting. You can see he's not doing well. And a long shot put up, rebounded by Murphy. He couldn't get it back to go, and Ripon comes away with the ball. Willett, and Brooks with the ball, puts up a shot. He'll be fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. So foul being called on, I believe it's Murphy. So all four fouls on Murphy come in the second half. Brooks will go to the line to shoot two. 5:02 remaining, 68-51. Brooks set for his first free throw shot. That's on the way, and that's good. Makes it 68-52. And coming out of the game, Murphy, and going into the game, Sprengel for the Chargers. I'm really surprised that coach is keeping Thistle in the game, because he is definitely hurting. He may have a hamstring issue. He keeps reaching back to his back of his right thigh. So Chargers with the ball, 68-53 our score. Ripon to within 15 on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. With the ball, looks like Thistle, and they get it to Anult. And in the near side, it's Laring. And Laring goes up, and he's going to be fouled by Bettine. And Bettine draws his third foul. And that should be the 6th-team foul for Ripon, I believe. It says 5 on the board. So we'll go with the scorekeeper. And the inbound comes to Laring, and he turns around, puts up a shot. He's going to go. We've got a timeout called by Kettle Moraine Lutheran. I'm Bruce Lenk with your play-by-play from the Walsworth Printing broadcast booth. Ripon trailing 68-53.
The Dairy Department at Webster's Marketplace is proud to feature many of Wisconsin's best products, fresh for you and your family to enjoy. Sassy Cow ice cream and milk, Lamer's milk in glass bottles, and Wyawega cheeses. You can find all of your favorite local dairy brands at your locally owned and operated grocery store. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
Back at Charger Gymnasium, inbound goes to Thistle. He kicks it out to Trey Leering over to Schmidt. Now they get it to Springle. Excuse me, that was Wagner. Now Thistle, they double team him. Back to Wagner, or Springle rather. And Thistle gets it back to Springle on this side. He comes out to the top of the court, gets the ball over to Leering, and he tries to bounce pass it to Thistle and stolen away by Thistle, or by Willett. Willett brings it the other way, gets it to Killam. Now Brooks inside the free throw line, gets it to Bettine. Bettine hands it off to Killam over in the far corner. Truchinski back out to Killam. Bettine, he'll go in and he's going to be fouled. So a foul called on the Chargers. So Schmidt with the foul, his second. And going to the line to shoot will be Bettine. And first shot by Bettine is good. Shooting the bonus. So he earns himself a second shot, makes it 68-54. Second shot's on the way, and that's good. With 3:52 remaining, makes it 68-55. Ripon not out of this game yet. There's always a possibility with three-point shooting that they can get back into this. 3:40 remaining, and Chargers with the ball. Springle hands it off to Trey Leering. Leering to Schmidt. Schmidt gets the ball over and at the baseline. And they kick it back out to Thistle. Move the ball around the perimeter quick. Leering puts up a three, in and out, and Willett with the rebound. He'll bring it up past the timeline to the left for the Tigers. Gets it to Brooks. Brooks out to the top. Bettine, he'll put up a long three, and good! Henry Bettine with another three, makes it 68-58. Ripon back to within 10. 3:03 remaining on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. And Chargers with the ball. They give the ball to Springle here on the near side. He takes it over to the other side now, and Bettine pushed in the back, goes to the floor. He's back up, Thistle, and now it's going to be Leering. We're going to have a whistle, and it looks like a foul called on Ripon. And I think it's going to go against Killam. No, it's going to go against Truchinski. That's going to be number 4 against Jaden Truchinski. 16 foul for Ripon, so Schmidt will inbound the ball for the Chargers. He gets it to Leering. Leering puts up a three from the near corner, and that's going to be good. Trey Leering with 5 3-pointers here in the second half. 15 points, 71-58. Ripon now down by 13. They have the ball in the forecourt. 2.5 minutes remaining. Willett tries to get the ball to Truchinski in the near corner, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds off the Chargers. So Ripon will inbound the ball at the baseline. 2:26 remaining. Ripon trailing by 13. Brooks with the ball at the top of the key. Goes into the lane, puts up a little underhand shot, gets his own rebound, puts it back and in for 2. So Brooks gets the points, and we're going to have foul number 5 go against Truchinski. Oh, it's going to go against Riley Brooks. The way they were acting, it was going against Jaden Truchinski. So Brooks with his first foul. And at the line, Max Schmidt. He'll be shooting a 1-and-1. First shot's up on the way, and that's good. Earns himself a second. 2:12 remaining on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. Second shot's good. 73-60. Ripon now down by 13 after they were within 10. So Ripon brings the ball up court. Riley Brooks with the ball. Gives it to Bettine. Bettine across court. Truchinski over to the far side. It's Killam back to Truchinski, and it's going to sail out of bounds in front of the Ripon bench. So it's going to be Charger ball. And Schmidt inbounds. He gets it to Leering. Leering takes it the other way. 1:51 remaining. And Leering with the ball again. Kicks it out to Schmidt. Gives it to Murphy into the corner. Leering, he'll go baseline. Lays it up and in for 2. 24 points for Laring tonight, 75-60 as Killam with the ball. He hands it over to Brooks. Brooks brings it up. We're going to have a foul on the floor against the Chargers. And that's going to go against number 25, and that's going to be Springle. So Brooks goes to the line shooting 1-1. First shot's up and good. Earns himself a second. So Brooks ready for his second. 75-61. Make it, nope, 75-61. Missed the second shot. We got a minute 24 remaining, and they bounce past the ball to Laring. He's going to be called for traveling. So Ripon gets the turnover, and they'll inbound the ball in the backcourt. Killam takes the inbounds. Moves the ball forward, brings it over to the timeline, gets the ball to Brooks. Brooks turns around, goes into the paint, pulls up for a jump shot, and it rolls around and finally goes in off the back of the rim. So another 2 points for Brooks, and Ripon gets the steal. Brooks puts it back up and in for two, but is it going to count? I think we have the timeout, so let's see. I don't think the basket counted. I don't believe the basket counted. So we have a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them and be back after this message from Walsworth, our broadcast booth sponsor.
Looking for a job with the potential to become a career? Walsworth in Ripon is hiring. This family-owned printing company has several positions available on second and third shifts. Walsworth offers excellent benefits, including 401k. Whether you're looking for a full-time job that could be your launching point for a career in the print industry or a part-time job, you'll want to check them out at walsworth.com/careers. That's WALSWORTH.com/careers.
KML inbounds the ball. Willett steals it away, lays it back up and in for two. And they're going to call a foul on Ripon. So it's KML's ball. 52.7 seconds remaining as Traczynski does foul out now. 5 fouls for Traczynski, and going in for him will be Adam Sina. At the line shooting will be Schmidt. He'll be shooting the bonus. 52.7 seconds remaining. 67-75. Ripon trailing by 8. So Schmidt with his shot, he earns himself a second as it puts in the first. That'll make it 76-67. Ripon trailing by 9. 52.7 seconds remaining. Schmidt with the second shot, and that's good. That'll make it 77-67. Ripon back down by 10. Killam brings the ball forward. 46 seconds remaining. Bettine with the ball gets it to Killam. Killam hands it off to Willett. Willett puts up a three, and that's good. Henry Willett brings Ripon to within 7, 77-70. And we've got a foul called on Ripon, and that's going to go against Killam. His second foul. 9th team foul for Ripon, and Schmidt at the line again, shooting the bonus. Shooting 1-1 for the Chargers. 33.9 seconds remaining as shots no good by Schmidt. Bettine with the rebound, brings it up court, gives it to Killam, and now over to Sina. Sina goes baseline and loses the ball out of bounds. 25.5 seconds remaining. Ripon to within 7. Always a possibility. There's plenty of time left. Ripon giving backcourt pressure. And we've got Schmidt brings the ball up past the timeline. 19 seconds remaining, and Willett makes the foul. So third foul on Willett. And at the line, Schmidt once again. He'll be shooting double bonus now. Ripon with 10 fouls, that puts him in the double bonus. So first shot by Schmidt is up and good. That'll make it 78-70, now ahead by 8. 18.2 seconds remaining. Schmidt with his second shot. That one's going to be good as well. 79-70. Ripon trailing by 9 with 13 seconds remaining. A long three-pointer put up by Killam. No good. And Schmidt with the rebound. He'll bring the ball the other way. We're down to 5 seconds, and they're going to let the clock run out. And that's going to be the game tonight, as Kettle Moraine Lutheran will win tonight's game against the Tigers 79-70. So a much better showing by the Tigers tonight than what we saw in the previous game up in Ripon when they were beat 95-66 against these same Chargers. So senior night for the Chargers comes out on the positive end. I'm going to take a timeout so I can add up the final scoring, and we'll be back with the wrap-up of tonight's game after these messages from our sponsors.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact Brad Tegla-Petra, agent at 120 Watson Street, Ripon, 920-748-5031.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune into WRPN and team up every weekday morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area.
Whatever your building needs are, be sure to contact Schmidt Lumber in Ripon, serving the area for over 20 years with quality products such as insulation, roofing materials, treated lumber, moldings, and windows, doors, and locks. If you have any questions about building materials, Keith from Schmidt Lumber has the answers. Call 920-748-3570, specializing in lumber for every purpose. Buy where the builders buy. That's Schmidt Lumber, 427 East Fond du Lac Street, Ripon.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Diedrich Insurance Agency, with offices in Ripon, Berlin, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh. Check us out at diedrichinsurance.com.
The Ripon Area School District mission is empowering learners, engaging community, and enriching the world. Ripon students follow this in early childhood programs, project-based charter schools, K-12 engineering courses, strong fine arts offerings, extracurricular offerings, and the Start College Early program. Come experience what happens when excellence meets innovation.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Diedrich Insurance Agency, with offices in Ripon, Berlin, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh. Check us out at diedrichinsurance.com.
Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented Trane dealer, offers service on all manufacturers' brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home comfort needs. From preventative maintenance, installations, Nexia home automation, and indoor air quality checkups. With over 35 years of combined experience, Fusion Heating and Cooling will make sure the job is professionally done and on time. Call Fusion Heating and Cooling, servicing Ripon and the surrounding area at 920-896-0016.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry.
Since 1896, Horicon Bank has been committed to providing excellent customer service, the natural choice to help with your financial growth, helping you make secure financial decisions for the long-term stability of you and your family. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC.
Breakfast is served all day, every day except Wednesday by the kindest, most attentive staff. Come in and be greeted with a big smile and a beverage of your choice. The new Red Roof Cafe has all your home-style favorites to please the entire group. Your freshly prepared food will be out shortly after your order. Red Roof Cafe and Breakfast, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Open Thursday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Next door to U.S. Bank.
Quiet and smooth is the way your garage door should sound. Friendly service, competitive pricing. Modern Overhead Door does a tremendous job with quality installation of new garage doors and providing professional service after the sale. Selling residential and commercial CHI overhead doors. Modern Overhead Door. Family owned and operated in Ripon. Call 748-5000.
Welcome back to Charger Gymnasium here at Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School. Let's take a look at the final scoring tonight as Ripon was defeated by the Chargers here on Kettle Moraine Lutheran Senior Night, 79-70. Scoring for the Chargers tonight, leading the way, Trey Leering with 24 points, 21 points put up by Garrett Murphy, 10 points for Matt Thistle, 7 points apiece for Max Schmidt and Jordan Wagner coming off the bench. 3 points apiece for Sam Tomlin and Ethan Springle, and 2 points for Josh Analt, giving Kettle Moraine Lutheran 79 points. For your hometown Ripon Tigers, leading the way, who else but Riley Brooks. He put up 33 points tonight, 16 put up by Henry Willett, 8 points for Henry Bettine, 6 points for Mason Killam, 4 points Jaden Trochinsky, and 2 points for Adam Sina tonight. My next broadcast on Ripon Sports YouTube of Ripon boys basketball will be next week Monday night at Laconia as they take on the Spartans in the second to the last game of the regular season. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:15 p.m. Then on Tuesday night, February 21st, the Lady Tigers will kick off the first round of the WIAA Girls Basketball Regionals as they travel to Berlin to face the Indians. I will have the play-by-play here on Ripon Sports YouTube. However, keep in mind that it will be an audio-only broadcast. Tip-off is scheduled for 7 p.m. from the Indian Gymnasium. Thursday night, February 23rd, the Tiger men will host Kewaskum at the Tigers Den in the final East Central Conference regular season game. Tip-off of the varsity game is scheduled for around 7:15 p.m. following the JV game. It will be senior night and mental health awareness night. Thanks to all our sponsors who make this broadcast possible. Be sure to support the sponsors that support Ripon Tiger Sports. And thank you all for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of Ripon Sports on YouTube. Once again, our final score tonight from the Charger Gymnasium, Ripon losing to Kettle Moraine Lutheran 79-70. From the Walsworth Printing broadcast booth, I'm Bruce Lang saying good night, everybody. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me tonight. And as always, stay Tiger proud.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
With a full line of insurance products exclusively designed for Wisconsin, call Victor at Victor Magnus Agency. With Rural Mutual Insurance, Victor will help get your personal, business, farm, and life insurance needs in order. For a free quote, visit victormagnus.com. That's Victor, MAGNUS.com.
Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
MPB Builders in Ripon, national award winners in building construction, is now hiring. MPB Builders is currently seeking employees for general labor, mechanics, material estimators, draftsmen, and clerical work. If you're a subcontractor for metal roofing or post-frame construction, MPB has immediate work available. MPB Builders offers competitive wages and full benefits, part-time positions available for college students and semi-retired individuals. For more about what MPB has to offer, check out their website at mpbbuilders.com.
Brewer Heating and Cooling, your Rheem VIP top contractor. Ask about our Rheem VIP maintenance agreements. You'll get tune-ups twice a year on your heating and air conditioning equipment. For repairs on all equipment, for 24-hour service and VIP treatment, call Brewer Heating and Cooling at 920-748-6494. Brewer Heating and Cooling, your Rheem VIP top contractor. Aroma's Bar and Grill isn't just the place to get authentic Mexican cuisine anymore. They have expanded their menu to include Friday Fish Fry, Legend Larry's Chicken Wings, steaks, burgers, a full bar, and much more. Experience authentic Mexican cuisine and the expanded menu items at Aroma's Bar and Grill. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23, open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.